Top of the evening, top of the morning, top of the morning. Welcome to Warriors of Faith in Christ. We back again. Told y'all to come and show y'all some paperwork. Thank God for this wonderful blessed day He's given us. Thank God He's given me my kids and grandkids and my wife. Thank you, Lord. And I just want to show y'all what I've got. It's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of stuff. So I'm going to give y'all piece by piece. I'm not gonna give it to you all at one time because it's a lot of stuff. So today I'm about to give y'all this. Now they say they so-called have my DNA on a crime that I was in jail when the crime happened. Now I'm about to show y'all 3 signed documents showing that I was in jail. Okay. This is not nothing that I wrote. This is signed documents. Hold up. Look at that 3. Oh, hold up. One fail. Hold up. Shoot. Doggone it. Can't be serious. My bad, y'all. Oh, my bad, y'all. All right. So, the first signed document I got showing, so they best with the time. Now, people that I know that work back there for the jail, even they say also, along with everybody that I know that went to jail in the early 90s, in the 2000s, know that they don't let you out till after 12 o'clock. They always get that one day out you. So if you set to go out for like 10 o'clock at night, you're not going to go. They're going to hold you to way at 12:01. Tell you no lie. Everybody know that. Everybody know that. I rolled out 12:49. That's when I rolled out. They're trying to make it seem like I rolled out early that day. So they had to put some kind of time. So they just put whatever 6:16 I think put. They just put a time there, but that's not the right time. So they keep that logbook. So they try. I went down there, asked the lady. The lady I got this first. I got this from showing, saying that Mr. Reddick was in jail at that time. In the time at 12:49, you see it in the corner over there. At 12:49, I got that one. I got that one. It's one showing. And when I was asking her for the paper, she was in a computer. You could just hit a few buttons and go to that if you've been working at that. And she been working there for years. I remember her. You could go to that and you could get to that quick. So it was like she was reading notes. She took a long time. I tell you no lie, tell you no lie. Me and my wife stood there for a long time, waiting for her to give me this, this, read that, read that, read that, read that, read that, this, and I also got the other one. I had 3 of them. One, what was that? 1, 2, oh, and 3, and 3. All of them got 1240. All of them got 1240, not right side. All of them got 1249. All of them got 1249. Let me try to get it right to you. All of them got 1249. So now, y'all saying that it wasn't 1249, it was 6 something. But still, if it was to be 6:18 that I got out, that was 45 minutes to an hour before the crime happened. Now, mind you, if the crime happened at 8 o'clock, right? Well, no, I didn't mean to say that. If the police came out at 8 o'clock, the police report says, the police report came out, it was, let me get and then I don't have, this is not the original police report from 2000. This is the police report that they wrote up. As you can see that I got it all circled and highlighted for all the and they got coffee stains. I've been having this forever, but it's been circled and highlighted, and a lot of stuff that they got to answer, a lot of lies that they got in there. But if a person came out, the police came out at 8 o'clock to assess the crime, that means the crime had then happened 7:30, 7 o'clock maybe. You know what I'm saying? That it may maybe before then. So I had to make it to New Orleans East that fast from Tulane and Broad. It's too fast, too fast. It's impossible, too fast. Even my letter, I said this once before. I'm gonna keep on saying this. My boy Stas Moraz wrote me a letter. First public defender. He's a real public defender. Shout out to my boy Stas Moraz. He's a good person, real good person. Even left the public defender's office because it was too much going on down there. He said I couldn't take what's going on around me with my colleagues. He was on the news with that. And he left the public defender's office too much. And I still be in contact with him. You know what I'm saying? At any rate, I need to know that. That's from Stas. When he was my first public defender. He gave me that. Along with this, I showed y'all that. He gave me that. Read that. When y'all get a chance, read that. Mr. Stash wrote that. And they tore off half of the bottom. They tore off half of the bottom because whatever else he said along with this, then you can see he wrote some more stuff. They didn't want that to read that. They didn't want him to read that. They didn't want me to see that. But at least I got this part. But that's neither here nor there either. So he vouching for me. He know that this is a lie, because even when I went and met him, he said, Mr. Reddick, he said, what is the odds that me having you on this case? He said, to have all you and all your misdemeanors. He said, nah, I'm in the criminal department, criminal defense office. He said, what is the odds of me having you this time? I said, I know Mr. Stans, right? He said, yeah. He said, but this is a big one. He said, either you want to get you somebody, he said, but I can take it. He said, but you might want to get you somebody, you might want to call somebody. When he said that, like I said before, I was like, oh Lord, here we go. You know what I'm saying? Because that's why he knew something that I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? He knew that they were plotting, planning, and trying to strategize. Okay, so bad. Let's get to this point. Now, showing y'all when that's 3 times when I got out. Now showing y'all that they say, like I showed y'all before, you know, they so-called say it's 2 unknown suspects. They got with the victim, Miss Blank, reported having been kidnapped and sexually assaulted by 2 unknown black subjects. Read that. Read that. Read that. Read that. Read that. Stay on track. Stay on track. Stay on track. Okay, so now the part where they said 8100 I-10 Service Road, I've been in the East my whole life. Why they lying? That's never was no houses over there. They so lied. They lied so much. They lied so much. That was a Green Tree Apartments. Why they lying? How there was houses over there? See, it's so much lies in here. See, I keep telling y'all what a lie I always change. A truth always stay the same. You got all these lies. So bam, that's another lie. They say 8100 I-10 Service Road, the crime was committed. That a sexual assault crime was committed where a victim was assaulted, an 11-year-old victim. Get out of here. But anyway, so y'all say that. Now, bam, that was apartment complex. Right there. Got you right there. Lying again. So here we go. Now, I'm saying all these lies. So now, on another lie, you say hold on. Let me find it, because I'm going to get y'all facts. Let me get y'all facts. I'm not getting y'all no something that I'm going to get y'all all facts. Now, 2016. So that means this paper right here, Kevin Richardson. Well, let me remind y'all about Kevin Richardson. Detective Kevin Richardson. Anyway, y'all might look him up and see him. He's not no longer a detective for New Orleans Police Department no more. He's a deputy in Jefferson Parish now. What I once told y'all that already. But he's a deputy in Jefferson Parish for so-called solving. He been solving cold case crimes for like 20 years. in all these paragraphs. My wife looked up, but Kevin Richardson, read that down. That's Kevin Richardson, right? Kevin Richardson, so-called say that in 2016 that I committed a sexual assault crime, right? Follow me. So that means he been trying to get at me. So bam, on the that means he tried to get me then. He couldn't get me. And if I went to jail all them times, and if I was in a system, y'all would have been came and picked me up. So bam, let me show y'all something else. Now, on my court dockets, where my master docket at? Where my master docket? Okay, so bam, my master docket says, hold up. My master docket says, I just had the master docket. Master docket, hold on 1 second, hold on, I put it up. It was supposed to be right here. Because it's back how it was. So I don't get everything mixed up. Master docket says that sometime in 2019, that Kevin Richardson brought up a case in the envelope that was sealed case that he tried to bring forward against me of a sexual assault crime that happened in 2016. So the judge throwed it out because he said they haven't had sufficient enough evidence to bring that evidence into this new sexual assault charge that they just lied about. You see what I'm saying? So 2016, the one that he lied, the first one he lied about, he did it. He went back, done a little bit more homework, done a little bit more lying, and come up with this one. That's how I get to be fighting this one, charged with this lie right here. But the fact that they forgot, the main fact, the main fact that they forgot, the blood of Jesus never loses power. Never, never. You heard God says high, they look low. But they forgot the fact that, you know, I was in jail when the crime happened. See, now maybe if they would have looked done it, and then when they did found that out, when I went to talking about it years ago, I went to speaking about it, bringing it up when it first happened. Everything I couldn't get my public pretenders were saying they couldn't get the right time. My public pretenders were saying they didn't get around to it. So I went down there myself. When I finally went down there myself, that's when I got all the lady looking into it, and then I'm thinking my other lawyers, I got a paid lawyer, they were gonna go do it. Didn't want to do it. No, nobody wanted to go get the right time. So I had to take me down there myself to go get it. That's when I got that. And then on top of it, the day I rolled out, I know that day. That was the day I walked down Broad. I walked from Tulane and Broad all the way down Broad. Because everybody that goes to jail around them times, when you go to jail, you don't want to sit and wait for no bus stop on Tulane and Broad. Nobody sit there and wait. We walk because they got the convenience store right there. We'll walk right there, stop and get us some cigarettes, a cash out money to give us card with our money on it. We got to cash the card with our money, or get up, we got to get it, then we go. And I walked and left and went by my cousin's house. I know where I went. I know the day I rolled out. Who don't forget the day that they get out of jail? But anyway, that's another story. But I know why I walked out. I know what I did. I know it wasn't no 6 o'clock. No, it wasn't no 6 o'clock. So they lie so much, man. Like they lie so much. They lie so much. They lie so much. Boy, so hold up. Okay, look on the master docket. It says, is this the one? No, I just put it in here. My bad. Yeah, put it in here. Bad. On the master, I'm gonna have to read. I'm gonna have to read it. It's this the master doc. It's a lot of reading, but I think I had it so circled. Hold on, hold on. It will take a second for me to find it, but it's on this master docket. This the master docket. It's on this saying that he tried to. um, bring in that sealed envelope. It was a sealed envelope of a crime he tried to bring into this crime, to bring along, to try to tag it on to this crime, to try to make me look like that type of person. But the judge threw it out and said it was invalid. But he went back and re-strategized. He thought, revived. He thought, and come back with this. So now that's where we at right now. Now, so I go to court the other day. So me and my wife back there listening. You can hear the public pretender and the DA talking while the judge is letting them do what they want to do. They're talking about me. So the public pretender tell the prosecutor, the prosecutor said, so what did Mr. Reddick say? He said, Mr. Reddick said he want to go to trial. And the prosecutor said, he want to go to trial? Just like that. Just like that. Because they think that I'm just going to fold. They think that, because they said, first they said, they tried to give me to take some time. First, it was the first time, the first offer to give me, very first offer to give me, I had the other public pretender was, if I plead guilty to the charge, they give me 4 years credit for time served for the two years I served back there. And the rest I'll be serving on house arrest, which would be 6 years house arrest. So I told him no. I told him no, let's go to trial. So I thought, which I should have, asked for a speedy trial, but I thought it was gonna be, I thought the trial was gonna come quick and I could just hurry get this out of the way. But no, they threw a ratchet in again. Public pretender said, well, look, I know a way that we could probably get this thrown out. If you could just plead incompetent, I never knew about this. Incompetent, the judge gonna look at you, you had a major stroke, you had a brain surgery, the judge gonna throw it out. I said, what? You know what I'm saying? But I never thought about that. I had just 3 open heart surgery, I had the brain surgery. I'm just ready. I'm thinking that, like she said, that the judge see your condition and throw it out. And I thought that that's how it was going to go. I didn't know I was going to have to go through a program to show my competency to stand trial, show me that I'm sane enough to not have to go take shots. I was out of the, swear to God, and Lord give me for swearing, I don't swear. Out of the 15 to 13 people that was in that class, the people, I got videos of that. The people say, raise your hand if you don't take crazy shots. Well, they don't call them crazy shots. They say take shots, but they crazy shots. I'd be the only person that don't raise their hand. And they'd be like, oh yeah, Mr. Reddick. Oh, you don't take no shots, Mr. Reddick? Oh yeah, you don't. They better think like you don't, because I don't take shots. So the judge sent me to a mental institution because they said I was crazy, believing in Jesus Christ, for example, which I told you that. So once she said that, I went with it. I didn't thought I was gonna have to go through all that. And if I knew I was gonna have to go through all that, I wouldn't have went through that, because I'm not trying to find no escape route of something that I didn't do. Now, but if you tell me that they're gonna throw it out, they're gonna drop it, I'm sure I went with that. But I didn't really hear what she said. At the time, I was so tired of it. It was like 3 years I've been fighting it. I was tired of dealing with it. They were lying on me. It was all of the above. And she called me at the right time, asked me for that. And then her and another man, I never saw this man ever again. There's another white man that was with her, and she said she brought this man to help her assist with the case. But what me and my wife read through that, she brought him to help convince me. Because he the one kind of try to trick me into taking 6 years. Like, if you don't take this, you're going to go to trial. You're gonna do it. Man, I don't care about none of that, man. I know what I didn't do. So what you coming here to help me to beat this, show these lies? Or y'all come here to try to make me plead bargain to these 6 years house arrest, plead guilty to the charge I didn't do? I said, whose side y'all on? But, it was just crazy, you know what I'm saying? But now, here we go again. So now they come up with this. But it's showing that he tried to implement this case way back in 2016, but it didn't work for him. It didn't work. So now he come back in 2019 and so-called say that, right here, he said that he come to the hospital with this subpoena right here. Actually, it wasn't Kevin Richardson. It wasn't Kevin Richardson. It was another detective that came to the hospital and said, Mr. Rep, they came in the room. Now, mind y'all this. If they got me, if they say they got sure evidence that this was me, he would arrest me on this day that I got this. On this day, 2018, when I got this, he would arrest me. Why wasn't I arrested on this date? So when he came and brought me the subpoena, he said, if you don't hear from me by 2019, that's 2018. He said, if you hear by 2019, it ain't you. And man, I heard from, well, I didn't hear from them. I saw myself on the news 2019, August 19th the next year. That's 11 months later. I heard from them. And when I heard from them, I saw myself on the news because my cousin called me. My cousin, Larabi, called me, my Uncle Bobby's son. And the Robbie called me like, say, cuz, I said, man, I thought he was coming to get his phone fixed. I told you I was before. I said, man, I done closed the store. I'm not fixing no more phones today. I done closed the store. He said, no, I'm not worried about the phone. I'm talking about you on Facebook. I'm like, what? He said, man, you on Facebook. Go on Facebook. You on Facebook for two aggravated charge. I'm like, what? So I go on Facebook and I look and I see myself and I just jump off the bus. I just come from work. I just jump off the bus. I said, man, this is crazy, man. Look at this. Man, these people throw it off. So I didn't understand that. I didn't know. I didn't know what was going on. I didn't. So I just went by my wife. We just sat. We thought about it. Everybody called my sister. I'm like, boy, what girl, what white girl you done made mad? You know, they thought I done made them a girl mad or what girl I done stopped messing with or something like that. I'm like, nah, man, I don't know who it is. I didn't know at the time. I didn't know until when I finally turned myself in, you know what I'm saying? And I went to looking at all the paperwork. I said, oh, man, but which I knew, you know what I'm saying? I knew, but I thought, I didn't know. I couldn't think of one thing to make me think that why is I'm going through this. I couldn't think of one thing. I've been a hot boy. Been a hot boy since hot boys and hot boys. That fell in my lap, man. That fell in my lap. I never had a problem with women. Never, never, never had a problem with women. Never and never did until I got married. That's the only time I done laid up and chilled out. I never had a problem with women. Women was my man. I've been a hot boy, man. I got the gift of gab. I got the conversation with the nation, you know what I mean? But I just wasn't that type of person, you know what I'm saying? I'm a holler at you if I like you. I'm gonna shoot at you. I'm gonna be like, what's that, bro? I'm not no shy dude. I'm not a holler at women. But anyway, so that's another story. But this what I got for right now. But I got a lot of more stuff, But I'm gonna just give y'all this right now. I don't want to give y'all too much stuff, little bit by little bit. But that's the first one. But I got some more stuff. I'm gonna be on the other story. Stay tuned, but his words of faith in Christ, likes, comment, subscribe, man. Um, man, I'm gonna read the whole police report to y'all on the next video. On the next video, I'm gonna read the whole police report. But first start off, they got two unknown suspects. How you got two unknown suspects, and you got just me? Yeah, I told you on the other story, the other video that they say, you know, who is two? You know what I'm saying? And then all of the DNA specimen on the other video, I'm gonna show all y'all too, on the DNA specimen, this so-called city that they got. This shit, they lied so much. In Louisiana alone, look at this, y'all. Louisiana alone, it was 2,500 people have been lied and falsely accused of crime of using DNA. 2,500 people in Louisiana. Look that up. Tell me if I'm wrong or right. Tell me in the comments if I'm wrong or right. But I'm gone, y'all. That's it for the day. Gonna relax, chill. Too much of this can hurt my head sometimes, man. I ain't lying. Because when we see this, like somebody lying on you, and you just see I can imagine how people with a lot of money feel, superstars and famous people feel when you got all this hate coming upon you. That's why I don't want to be rich. I don't want to have buku money. I just want to be straight. I don't want to have no enemies, man. I don't want to have people like this. Like I never would have guessed this, man. That people would lie like this, man. Like I never would have thought. I thought, man, look, man, I could get caught up selling drugs. My brother's a big time drug dealer, wasn't it? They was in the game before they died. You know what I'm saying? Before my brother them died, my brother was the man. I could have got caught up in the game with them like that, but I just didn't. I just wasn't the type of life I wanted to live. I wanted to be a God-fearing man. I want to do right. I want, you know what I'm saying? I never, I had to be, I do other things, man. I ain't never ran, I done shit like they said I done. Forget me, because stuff like they said I done, man. Come on, man. But anyway, that's it for the day, man. I'm getting frustrated about these lies. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, y'all stay blessed and work faith in Christ. Like, comment, subscribe. You hear me? I got some more for y'all tomorrow. maybe today if I get too frustrated about it, I need to get more out. So share this video too. Share this video. Share. I gotta get this message out. Share. And subscribe if you ain't subscribed yet. All right, be blessed, you.